At the LEA primary school Rafin Dei-Dei on the outskirts of Abuja, scavengers and miscreants are raking classrooms.
Duba, feeling, yeah? What is happening haka?
No sit in the school again.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah?
The acrid stench of urine and human feces lingers in the air. Once an inspiring citadel of knowledge, the school building has now been turned into a dump site. From roofing sheets to metal rails, the school grounds have been vandalized. The culprits are miscreants looking to make quick money.
This school, we experience theft regularly on every week or daily basis. In fact, if you build anything with iron, they will break down the table, break down our desk, take the irons and go.
It is hard to tell the difference between the classrooms and toilets. The health hazards are better left to the imagination.
Ina son tambaye ku dan Allah, nan toilet ne? Nan doba baga gidajen wanka? Nan fa makaranta ne. Na yaran mu ba wai an shi wadon saboda an shi domin yaran mu ne. Ko? Kai kana kashi anan, wannan da kashi anan, kun da ku taimaka mana ku ga wanda zai cutar da yaran mu aban nan. Me amfanin wannan abun?
With such an environment in primary school, what impact will these have on pupils, the presumed leaders of tomorrow?
What that kind of environment does for a child is that you think you are nothing, you are not important. You know, you are sitting on the floor to learn. You are dehumanized to learn because you don't matter. The walls are broken, the roofs are broken. You are not important.
Vandals trespass the school grounds even in broad daylight. Their disregard for public facilities is blazing, but even more worrisome is the proximity to underage children. This is the deplorable conditions pupils face in their quest for knowledge.
Down.
About 870 pupils go to the LEA primary school Rafin Dei-Dei. The school serves the local community and surrounding villages in the Federal Capital Territory. With the high cost of living, this is the only school many parents can afford. Aisha Muhammad is one of those parents barely making ends meet. As her son goes to school, she's worried about what he has to endure during school hours.
Last week when I go to that school, I go check my son there. The way the school be, I don't even like him at all. The school, they dirty, no chair. Nothing like we say students go a journal for the school, and people they enter there, sit for back of front class. The thing go bring sickness for children. Picking go school well, they come back, they let the pain now, headache the pain now. All this smelling will make all the sickness will start. That's why as I go there, I say, "Oh, this school back, come back, come tell my God say to say it remains small. Where it go finish? As it remains small, where it go finish? It's not it means." If there is a time where I go finish, I for carry my son from there. But now final year, now you did. Make I just endure. If we finish, I'll carry and go another place. Because the school, they no maintain them at all. Now so thief go enter, they go pack all the things where students supposed to enjoy. They fine. All these CS, they do them. Teacher they try, they do them. I think go carry them. They go carry them. They don't even know where they go carry and go say. All these things not supposed to happen for school. And they don't get better security there. Security where they get, now they want security. They want security not supposed to do for that school. You know go do them. School like that supposed to get person where go sweep and all these cleaners. It's supposed to have small children. Person back for the money go school, come back like say go do bababola.
In 1975, when the school was established, it was the pride of the community. But years of neglect have turned the school into its current state. Without an effective security system, there have been reports of vandals and scavengers destroying facilities. The result is evidence in the lack of chairs, shattered windows, and an environment unfit for learning.
This school, we experience theft regularly on every week or daily basis. If you go to the HM's office, it's finished. They vandalize. In fact, if you build anything with iron, they will break down the table, break down our desk, take the irons and go. Now, if they now come back and see that maybe no more irons, they'll start carrying the wood that is meant for the seats. They'll carry it and they'll go away with it. It's an experience that sometimes we'll be in school, they will come in to fight us. And the school will be destabilized and everybody will be running helter-skelter looking for where to hide his or her head. I don't really know what their problem is, but it has been a very, in fact, our classes all through are vandalized. If you check the roof of the classes, they are broken. They come in through the window, through the roof. And this is a borehole, no longer functioning. Why? They vandalized. Now, we were opportune to have NGOs that came last 2 terms to build a modern and a recent borehole for us here. The next day after commissioning, everything was vandalized. We were shocked. We didn't know what to do. One of the days, they came and pulled off the wires from the ground. They dug up the hole, the ground, and carried the wires, and that was it. So we had nothing to hold on to. Our library is nothing to write home about. They vandalized on a daily basis. They finished the textbooks. I don't know what they are using it for. Even registers, diaries, our notes. We don't know what the problem is. No teacher's chair. Since I came into this school 5 years and I've not sat on a teacher's chair. We planned going to buy seats for ourselves. The first set that went to buy seats for themselves, it didn't take them 1 month. They all came and took away all the chairs. We don't have pupils' chair. We don't have teacher's desk. We don't have anything. Why? Because of these people that come into this building, mess it up.
Abokina, ina gajiya. Ya yau. Dan Allah zan tambaye ka. Kai mai gadi ne?
Muna da dan kula.
To me amfani ka zo ka shiga musu makaranta haka?
Allah na ga muna aiki.
Kana aiki amma yara suna cikin karatu ka ce kana aiki ka zo ka shiga musu makaranta. Yanzu na ga da karnuka fa suka shigo makarantar nan. To me amfanin shigo ina zo a matsayin ka na misali ba yaro bane fa kai kana da hankalinka ko me amfanin shigo haka?
If children see them, they start running away.
yanzu kaga yaran mu sun ganku suna gudu me amfanin haka? Yanzu ni ido da ido ba labari aka ban ba, yaro ya shigo da kare, yara sun kama gudu. To don Allah ga ya mune wannan yayi daidai. Me amfani da zuka duba haji ka duba haji ba kujera, duba filin duka maballe. Wani irin abu ne haka?
No seat in the school again.
That's what I'm saying.
Any iron.
Me amfani wannan. Me amfani wannan. Bai yi ba.
When they enter here, we don't.
You see? What type of thing be this? It's not good.
From nursery to primary 5, one can barely find the materials required in a classroom. Undeterred by the lack of furniture, the students remain resolute to learn, sitting on bare floors, writing on their laps. Part of the school have been turned into a dump site. Human feces littered the ground. Trust TV surveillance caught some trespassers defecating, even while classes are in session a few feet away.
Me gida? Nan ne toilet yake?
Allah muna da yi da an bata gurin Allah.
A'a, ina son tambaye ku dan Allah, nan toilet ne?
Gaskiya ba toilet ba.
Nan doba ba ga gidajen wanka? Nan fa makaranta ne. Na yaran mu ba wai an shi don saboda an shi domin yaran mu ne. ko kai kana kashi anan wannan da kashi anan ku da ku taimaka mana ku ga wanda zai cutar da yaran mu aban nan me amfanin wannan abun ku duba saboda Allah ku duba yanzu yaran mu na su iya zo su ce su kwashe wani abanan in gari ya waye wallahi duk sauran hajjika saboda irin kashi da ake musu bai yi ba ku dan Allah dan annabi naira 100 mutum cire ba mai gidan wanka a ciya gagare shi dan Allah dan annabi ku taimaka dan Allah ku daina mana kashi anan dan Allah bai yi ba.
Members of the community allege that miscreants and scavengers are responsible for stealing and messing up the environment. If nothing is done to stop the vandals, there may be no public primary school left for the community in Rafin Dei-Dei.
Na ɗaya suna hana malamai. Idan malami ya yi ƙoƙari ya zo makarantar da sassafe, to insha Allahu Rabbi sai sun addabe shi. Hau su kwace mishi jakansa ko kuma su kwace masa waya. To makarantar mu yanzu primary school din mu yanzu nan gaskiya ya zama to abin tausayi. Kamar yadda aka gaya muka cewa ko kuma ka ji labari ko kuma waɗansu ma sun ji labari ba ƙarya bane. Ni na sha in kama barayi da hannuna a makaranta. In kira mai anguwana, in kira madaki, su kira 'yan sanda mu zo mu yi hand over da su. Amma har da haka ba a daina yi ba.
They brought computer, full the classrooms to educate our children, to have experience and knowledge, education for us. They just enter there and break the doors, pack all these things. They tied a security man. His name is Patrick. They tied him and robbed him. Took out. Before they call us as a vigilante, we went to the school. They run away and they escape with many things. If you go to classrooms now, there's almost 8 classrooms which they have condemned it. Me, myself, and my chief of Dei-Dei, we arrest a boy from Panteka removing a roofing zinc in primary school in the afternoon. So as my chief called me, we rush, go there. My surpriseness, this man carry cutlass, want to chase us. So by luckily, I have my local day gun. And now I'm him that if you caught my chief, I'm going to shoot you. Before this boy come down silently, we get him arrested. We now hand over to police.
A psychologist and an educational enthusiast speaks about the impact these environments may have on the students.
It was very heartbreaking. It was even more so heartbreaking because I went to public schools all the way from primary until the university, and we didn't have anything like that. So it was very heartbreaking for me that children in 2024 would be going through that kind of trauma to learn. It shows their resilience, it shows they want to learn. But the adults that are supposed to provide the enabling environment in 2024 are not doing so for them. The environment plays a very important role in learning. Your environment gives you a sense of pride. Your environment engages with you, knowingly or unknowingly. You engage with your environment. An environment that is very befitting makes you proud as a human being to be there. What that kind of environment does for a child is that you think you are nothing. You are not important. You know, you are sitting on the floor to learn. You are dehumanized to learn because you don't matter. The walls are broken, the roofs are broken. You are not important. So if you're already feeling unimportant and you're already feeling little, you can only assimilate little, no matter how much you want to learn, no matter how much of learning you want to take for the day, but your environment tells you are nothing. So learning in such environments will be very limited. The school is in an environment that is lacking in very basic amenities, because you won't leave your home if you had a functional toilet to go into a school to ease yourself or to defecate or something. So the community in itself needs some sort of intervention, if you like, to be a community that is befitting for the humans who live there. So yes, we need to deal with the community before we can sort of isolate the school from the community. What we are seeing is the community infiltrating the school because the community in itself is not good enough. That's why someone would leave their home, and from what I saw, even the fellow who was inside the school caught defecating was being dehumanized himself, because you won't leave your home. I won't leave my home to dehumanize myself in such a way. And so, yeah, the community has to be impacted too.
With the rising rates of unemployment, many will do anything to survive. Most of the stolen items from the school end up here, a scrap market popularly called Panteka. As artisans busy themselves repurposing scrap metals, the scale of work is quite impressive. It is evidence that there is a steady demand for scrap metals here.
Ke to yanzu wannan gashi ya kilo 34. Muna siyan kilo daya naira 300. Kudin sa zai kama naira 10,200. Kaman yanzu kai ka kawo za a siya. In mun tara mu kuma za mu mota za mu je mu kai kamfanin da yake narkawa yake yin abubuwa da shi da ake amfani da shi.
These beg the question, are artisans aware of the sources of the scrap materials?
A kasuwanmu muna da union wadda ta sa ido kan kayan da suke shiga da fita. Inda muka samu kaya cewa ba na gaskiya bane ba, to mu da kanmu muke ɗaukan mataki domin hukunta wanda muka samu da kaya irin wanda ba na gaskiya ba. Da farko dai kasuwar tamu muna da jami'an tsaro 'yan vigilante waɗanda mu muka ɗauke su aiki, saboda haka da ƙarfe 6:30 ta yi za su zo kuma suna sa ido. Ba mu yadda a shigo da wani kaya da daddare ba in dai ba sun san mutumin ba yana kuma cikin wanda suka sani ne yana cikin kasuwai.
Abin da yake jawo mana wannan matsalolin wasu ɓata gari ne suke zuwa, ba ma 'yan bolan ba ne, su saje kamar 'yan bolan. Mu kanmu muna yaƙi da irin wa'innan mutanen ɓata garin nan, su zo ɓarayi ne, watakila wani ɗiya ɗan ajiye wani abin nayi su zo su ɗauka kuma da sunan ɗan bola, kuma wallahi ba ɗan bolan ba ne. Mu yanzu kaga yadda muke nan da tsari, idan wani bakon ya zo sai mun tambaya daga ina kake, kuma sai ka samu wanda ka sani. Ba ma yadda wani ɓata gari ya zo ya zauna mana ba mu san daga inda yake ba, dole ya mun san ka, mun san asalin ka, mun san waye kai, domin gudun matsala, saboda muna gudun ire-iren wannan ɓata garin su zo su saje a cikin mu, su dinga aikin da za a ce dan bola ne yake yi.
The FCT Universal Basic Education Board is mandated to provide free and compulsory basic education through management of early child care centers, primary schools, nomadic schools, and junior secondary schools. Its mission is to provide accessible quality basic education in partnership with all stakeholders to all school-age population in the FCT. With the clearly outlined responsibilities of the FCT Education Board, Why does Rafin Dei-Dei Primary School look like it has been abandoned?
To be candid, we've written already. FCT administration is doing everything possible to get rid of these scavengers. There are some, just as you mentioned, around Dei-Dei, they invaded our schools. And that is why we've already written that we don't want any attachment to our school walls. All these petty traders, we don't want to see them because criminals lurk around these areas. And at night they become different things. They go there, destroy our school furniture and cut away the iron part. So I think we are doing everything possible to ensure that we get rid of this criminal, especially where we have structures attached to our school. And FCT is frowning at this unfortunate development. And I think moves actually will soon be taken to address this unfortunate menace while awaiting government intervention. The community leaders, opinion leaders, the PTAs, the SBMC are already been brought on board to support, to embrace, and accept this school as their property. And will you fold your arms and watch your property being destroyed? Of course, no. That is how we will be sensitizing communities that this school, it belongs to them. Why? Because whatever comes out of it, if it is good, they are going to be the first people to benefit from it. And if they don't take care of it, they are going to be the first to tomorrow sleep. Therefore, and I think they've been adopting the school as their personal property, already even getting vigilantes to secure the schools. And we'll be getting hundreds possible reports from the communities while awaiting. Government is doing everything because already most of the schools, there are nearby security posts, schools, civil defense, policemen. Most of really good schools, they have civil defense there, just to complement the effort or to what we are doing in our school system.
We want to clean the city because we have seen that some of them, in the disguise that they are babambolas or pickers, they end up robbing the house and vicinity of where they have gone. When you leave your house, before you come in, a lot of your things will be missing. If you know what to recover from them, generators, you can see their knives, their equipments. In Zuba, we recovered 2 guns from Babambola group in Zuba. And all people's household equipments were recovered from them. So they are not ordinary. Many of them are not even Nigerians. But we are going to do our best to ensure safety of every household in FCT. It's the beginning of the cleansing. It's the beginning of the cleansing. 300 of them have been remanded yesterday. These are the remnants. The fight continues until the city is clean and clear of criminal elements and activities.
As Nigerians strive for a brighter future, progress lies in empowering the next generation through quality education. Rafin Dei-Dei Primary School was once a symbol of hope for the future of young children in the community. Today, it is a stark reminder of how things can go terribly wrong in a society. The structures can deteriorate without maintenance, but the desperation for survival will push the bounds of morality to the point where people become scavengers, preying on public structures to survive.